recording now.
Oh my
God.
God.
Welcome to Buckets and Beyond with Bonny and Siebel. Just realized we were recording. I apologize, Skyler, our guest. That was not a
You're
joke.
just joining us.
Prank.
You just missed 5 minutes.
No.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry. We clearly don't do this now.
Please like and subscribe.
I'm Ben Siebel. This is Jay Bonny. Buckets and Beyond with Bonny and Siebel. This is the Goon from previous podcasts, whatever. And Skyler is a newcomer from Illinois, giving us his outside of state perspective.
Been here for about a year and a half now.
Yeah.
So,
That's close enough.
Yeah. We're getting there.
But,
Starting to feel well Texan.
yeah. So what are y'all most surprised about for the Mavs start of the season so far? Jay, and we'll kind of go down.
All right. I'm most surprised at how good the Mavs are, actually. I remember we had a season preview episode a few months back, and I think I had the Mavs highest on the thing on the
You have like 5.
Yeah, I had them at like 4 or 5 or something, and
You're most on pace.
yeah,
You're most accurate right now.
yeah, that was the one prediction I had that panned out. But yeah, the Mavs, they're ranked 3rd as we're shooting this episode. I really don't see anybody below us beating us in the playoff series.
No.
And to have that, to just have such confidence in that opinion, and you watch the games, they could beat the Rockets in the series.
Oh yeah.
They could beat the Nuggets in the series. So just like the confidence in the team, the confidence that they're showing, and how we actually know that we're contenders now. Well, maybe not contenders, but we're a decent team. And a year ago there was a lot of questions. I'm not sure if we were full on tanking at this point for the season last year, but
Yeah, I agree.
yeah,
We traded away a bunch of people to get KP.
right.
Who wasn't going to play a minute.
And that was in December. So yeah, about a year back we weren't really sure where it was going, but yeah, just the confidence that we have in the team now.
And you had the most confidence in the team before.
I did.
And you saw it. You saw it.
I'm riding for the Mavs. Yeah, that's
When we were ranking our playoff
the real fan.
prediction, he had him on the 5th seed. Me and Andrew both had him 8th seed. And
I think, 7th or 8th.
we were being generous. We thought. It's just totally. What were you most surprised of?
I mean, obviously, first thing is, that they are 17-7.
Yeah. Which
is bonkers. I think, to me, it's that the supporting cast has been so good. 25 games in, I would put our bench and our role players up against any other team in the league. Like, I think we can run it so deep. We have so many options, and it's proven out by Seth Curry 2 nights ago scored 30 points. Last week, Tim Hardaway scored 30 points. Dwight Powell might go off for 20. Maxi Kleber might score 16. Justin Jackson might score 15, 16. Jalen Brunson could score 15 to 20. So every single person on down the line, either in starting lineup or, Dorian Finney-Smith scored like 25 points. He was like a 3-and-D, more D than 3 type player last year, who you were hoping just get some steals, get some rebounds, get some hustle points. Dorian, do not shoot the ball, and he had a game this year where he scored, I think at least 20, 25. He set a career high.
Yeah.
So to me it's been the bench and those role guys who, if you were in Dallas and a Mavs fan, and guys that we had last year, or the additions Seth and Tim Hardaway. And Boban, those guys were like kind of unknowns. Like you were hoping, like you figured Seth Curry was going to be money from beyond the arc. Didn't expect him to have too many 30-point games. But that is what we had one game. Was it the game against the Lakers where we had 8 guys score in double figures?
That was a Nuggets game.
Okay, Nuggets game. There have been 2 or 3 games where 6, 7, 8 guys have scored in double figures, which is just bonkers to me, because we kind of knew what Dwight Powell was, or we thought we did. We kind of knew what Jalen Brunson is. We thought he was going to take the next step. Justin Jackson was a big question mark.
Yeah.
Tim Hardaway was a big question mark. Like hoping that he could become a more efficient scorer. So that's been the most pleasant surprise because I think we all figured KP and Luka is going to be great. Hopefully, KP hasn't lived up to all of his potential yet, but that'll come. But it's been the bench that has wowed me. DeLon Wright was another DeLon Wright, Seth Curry, money additions.
They're winning games. It gets to the point where the bench will take over, and then they hold on to the lead, and by that point,
there have been
the
so many
starters
games
might not have to come back to the game.
Luka has not had to play a fourth quarter in multiple games. There was that game he got a triple double in 30 minutes or 29 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's just no, sit on the bench, Luka, we got this. We're gonna run away with it.
And the other teams, they don't know which guy is gonna go off that night off the bench. How
do you scheme against that? Yeah.
We'll go for Seth Curry, but you can't leave any of our guys open for three. They all have the green light, and Justin Jackson's been knocking them down.
He's shooting. I think he's shooting over 40% from beyond the arc.
It's just,
DeLon Wright is shooting over 40% from beyond the arc. Jalen Brunson,
they're all extremely ready whenever their number's called, and they're just executing really well. It's funny when you play other teams that have, for lack of a better term, they have scrubs coming off the bench.
They're top heavy, yeah. That's the way the league is a lot.
They'll be top heavy, and then our team will sometimes have to play against starters because the other team's we have to throw a starter in there just make sure that we can hold them off or whatever, and we're still knocking them out. So it's really fun to watch. What do you think, Skyler? What have you been surprised with?
I'll take the easy one with Luka. So Luka, obviously, like you said, we knew he was going to be a great player coming into the league, but he became great so early, and he became a great leader so early and so quick that when you're throwing these good supportive players around him, they're able to just be an all-around threat. So I think just Luka coming out so early and blowing up, and I've heard conversations about people who would you rather build a franchise around at this point. And Luka is one of the top people.
He's in the top 5 in the MVP conversation.
Yeah, easily
this year.
And it's just
the second season.
Second season. That is a quick rise. Where that's going to lead the Mavericks.
From on the verge All-Star, he technically should have been an All-Star last year. There's some
voting was dumb.
Whatever.
Was dumb.
So he should have been an All-Star last year, but on the verge of being an All-Star to top 3 in MVP. That's insane. And the difference is Rick Carlisle gave him hey, you run the plays, you call the plays, you're the point guard, you're taking over. And last year, I think he was more
well, he started the season with DSJ at point, right?
Right.
So we were still trying to figure out if and when they could mesh together, how they could mesh together. It turns out they couldn't really, or that Luka needed more of the play calling and ball handling. But it's just I think coming into the season, we were okay, we've seen what Luka can do first season. Sure, he could be a 25, 8, and 7 kind of guy a night. And last game it was 41, 11, and 12.
Yeah. It's standard for him to get a triple double. Yeah. Not standard, but almost he got triple double, no big deal.
Surprise.
If he scores, let's say if he does 25, 8, and 9. That's a disappointing game.
Yeah, it's
a stat line of 25 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. It's come on, Luka, what were you doing?
Yeah,
are you sleeping out there?
Oh, he only played half the game because we were okay.
Yeah, but
it's ridiculous because I think everybody kind of underestimated him coming in, and then he kind of surprised a lot of people last year. But this is kind of always the, as a fan, you're thinking well, I hope people don't overanalyze the film, and then all of a sudden, we'll figure out how to force him this way, or try to cut off what he's good at, or double whatever. You're thinking is he gonna hit the sophomore slump? He's kind of what the difference has been. He's getting into the paint however he wants, and back last year he wouldn't nearly go as much as he is now. it's crazy because he obviously has amazing handles. So it's like juke him, got him, and then he gets picks up top, and he just like you have to follow him. You have to try to go through that pick because if you don't, he's just gonna go straight to the cup.
He'll always put
Like-
people in jail too if he gets a pick.
Oh yeah,
He'll get them behind him and he'll make it to where they can't even contest the shot.
yeah.
You know,
And he's got such a
And
good
it looks-
shot. Like the
This
game looks
person
so
game-
easy to
yeah.
him. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It looks like everyone else is playing at like their
His-
highest gear, and he is like not even breaking it. Like
He's
he is
coasting,
moving,
yeah.
he
like
is
he can do
moving it
whatever
like
he
he's
wants.
on cruise control, and just this is a nice leisurely. Like I'm gonna get past you, I'm gonna get to the bucket, I'm gonna get my shot,
Yeah.
but I'm moving at like I could ratchet it up a few more gears,
Yeah.
and everyone else is like full out trying to stay with him. And it comes back to like even the games where Luka has had a bad game, the supporting cast is good enough to where he just if he's having a bad shooting night, it does it does impact our ability to win, but not much. It's not like we're relying on him to score 40 points a night, I don't think. Because he can dish it out. Hardaway, Curry, Porzingis, Jackson, Kleba, like everybody on the team can shoot or can put up.
Yeah.
Um,
That's
last
what's
Pelican-
helping his numbers.
I was about to say that last Pelican games comes to mind because he wasn't having a great game. Then they were playing pretty good D on him, and then Brunson showed up
Yeah.
at the back end of the game. And, you sort of just knew we were going to find a way to win, even though Luka wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.